So, welcome to another episode of Exploring the North. Today we're in Ribchester, the historical village of Ribchester. We've got car parking details here for you. In the main long stay car park in Ribchester, you can pay by card, so that's good. We're just going to stay for an hour today and have a little look around, so £1.20 for an hour. But yeah, let's have a look at what Ribchester has to offer. So Ribchester has roots all the way back to 70 AD, when the Romans came to invade England and the north. As they were pushing into the north, they built this town between York. They built this fort between York and Chester. Nowadays it's more of a place for people to come to have a relaxing time. There's a park, there's cafes, there's a big playing fields, but there's still a lot of history here and the heritage of the old fort. So we're going to have a look at that today. There's a Roman museum here, but yeah, this is Ribchester. There's a football pitch for the kids, lots to do and lots of heritage to explore. Here's a football pitch then, great level football pitch for the kids to play on, all weather. There's also tennis courts. And a really fun wooden play park for the kids as well. So it's situated about between Preston and Blackburn is Ribchester. It's I think it's about 3 or 4 miles outside of Blackburn and about 7 miles from Preston. So it's a good commuter town these days, commuter village rather than an old Roman fort. But if you look, we have a full-size football pitch. Ribchester Rovers play on there. So you might want to come and watch a game. So we've got Potter's Barn, cafe and garden, public toilets. So it's good to know that they're there. Let's have a look at this little sign actually. So here's a little bit of information on the Ribchester Village History Trail. You can have a look at that, various places you can visit around the village. Potter's Barn Cafe and Garden then is a nice place to pick up some ice cream. You can take out ice cream from here, or you can have homemade meals with pies. Some very different things. There's a little area to sit over there as well, or you can go inside and have your food in there. As we mentioned then, there's a Roman museum, but there's also a Roman bathhouse 200 yards down towards the river, so we'll head down there and have a look at that. So this is the White Bull pub then. This was actually on the history trail, wasn't it? If you look back at the board that we showed you with the history on it, this is a very historical pub, the White Bull. Still open for business. You might want to visit here when you come. Looks like it was established in 1707. Some quaint little art shops to visit. There's a few arts and crafts stores around actually if you like that kind of thing. Yeah. So we've made it down to the River Ribble. So it sits just off the River Ribble. It's a bit of a tongue twister that. But we've now got a choice of going to the Roman Museum to the right or the Roman bathhouse to the left. So we'll try the bathhouse first. So we've got a nice information board here provided by Ribble Life Together, the Ribble Rivers Trust. So it just gives us information that the River Ribble has been an important feature of the village of Ribchester for millennia. Brometicum, sorry if my pronunciation is bad on this, but Veritanorum, the earliest Roman fort at Ribchester, was established in the early 70s AD and formed part of a network of defensive forts across northern Britannia. At this time, the River Ribble was known as a bellissima. The proximity to the river and the Roman roads made this location of the fort strategically important. Even if you're not into all the Roman side of the village, it's just a lovely place to come and have a picnic. You see a lot of people wild swimming down here, paddle boarding, lots going on. Let's head down to these Roman baths. Right then, so this was the Roman bathhouse. So there's an information board up there, let's have a look at that. So yeah, there's more information on the Roman bathhouse here. We can see from the diagram there how that relates to the ruins we see in front of us here. It says small pillars supported the main floor of the bathhouse and allowed hot air and steam to circulate. Steam would wrap a timber floor or warp a timber floor, so the floors are made of waterproof concrete and have lasted well. Portions of the floor found in the excavation of 1978 have been left in place. So this was all excavated away then in 1978. And that's what it looked like originally. Got a nice staircase here, look. So we have another information board then about the excavation. Again saying that it was fell into disuse about 225 AD. And there's been excavations of the site, investigations since the 1800s. So we've got coins that have been found. What else have we got? Gaming counters. A trumpet brooch found at the bathhouse. And fragments of pottery. But a lot of this will probably be in the museum. Fragments, so let's make our way up there. I'm not sure it'll be open today, but I can show you where it is. So we're back to the river then. We're going to be heading River Ribble. We're going to be heading up this path towards the museum. But like I say, guys, I'm not, and don't ever claim to be a Roman expert, an expert on the Romans. So if you've got a lot of knowledge about this area, please do. Oh, there's a guy fishing over there, look, so you can do fishing as well. But please, I suppose you'd have to have a license. But please do leave your expertise in the comments, because we love learning, but we're definitely not experts in Roman history. So please leave your comments. A short walk down the river then and we come to the museum. These are the opening times for the museum, by the way, year round. Really interesting this. It's part of the original headquarters for the original fort back in 78 AD. I'll just zoom in on that so you can have a little read of it. Really interesting stuff. This was part of the original headquarters for that Roman legion, is that what they were called, the legion. But yeah, some of the things you can find, all the old stonework, look, but I'm not sure they'll let me film in the museum itself. So there's the entrance, but there's lots of interesting artifacts in there. We have been in, it is well worth visiting, but yeah, I'm not sure they'll let me film in there. I'm still new to this game. I also wouldn't want to prevent the museum from getting the revenue it deserves with all the amazing stuff that's inside, so do go to the museum if you come to Ribchester. So I hope you've enjoyed our little trip out to Ribchester today. Thanks for watching, hope it's helped you out. If it has, please give the video a like. We're just finishing up with a game of football now. We used to come here and play rounders actually when we were younger. Do you remember doing that as a kid? I don't know if people still play rounders. But yeah, hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Give the video a like, subscribe, and bye for now.